All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 109.
Yes.
It's a big number, 109. How we doing, Omar?
Oh, we're doing well, hanging in there. Happy to be here. It's a really nice day out, so, we can't complain.
We're at a great place. We're at Bishop's Corner, Maximum Beverage, 340 North Main Street. Maximum Beverage. So we're here, special place, special person. This is Omar Saad. You're here, number one. I want to thank you. It means the world that you took it upon yourself and you got the whole golf tournament going. So you and Miles met up, and you want to elaborate a little more on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, I do appreciate it. And, we're really happy to be part of this. So essentially, it was, during COVID, and Miles and I were kind of, just buddies golfing. And he posted on LinkedIn because he's part of another group that he works with and sits on the board for. And so I kind of, just interested, said, hey, let's grab a beer, and I would love to see, how I can get working with some nonprofits. We start talking, and next thing you know, we get off subject, and we're talking about basketball, and he's telling me about how, he's playing in a league, and he's got this group of guys that's really solid, and he mentions Eric Feeney as one of them. And I was like, there is no way it's the same Eric Feeney that I know. And lo and behold, it was. And so from there, we said, you know what? Let's do a charity golf tournament, and let's do it with Friends of Feeney. We really, we supported the message, and I think we texted you or called you that night, probably, and we said, let's, I think we met up.
Yeah, at Noble.
Noble? Yep. Or Union. It was Noble once upon a time.
Union.
And we took it from there. I think at first it was terrifying. When we signed with Goodwin, I was like, what did we just do? We're on the hook. I didn't think we were going to pull it off. And then year one, we had, the news was there. We had fully sold out. It was incredible. We raised, a ton of money for Rachel Webster, and now we've got it going, and hopefully we can, just keep growing every year.
Yeah, you were definitely a good friend. That's our motto, be a good friend. So Omar, again, thank you so much for doing that. We're on our third year, so I'm rocking the first annual tee. And as you can see, Omar's rocking last year's tee. You want to point it to the camera over there.
Second annual.
And then our third annual is going to be Saturday, September 14th, 2024 at Tunxis Tunxis, not community college, Tunxis Country Club. And we're doing a 9 o'clock shotgun start, $6.50 per team. If you're at home, just scan that QR code. We're looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor a golf sign, thank you again. We're at Maximum Beverage over here on Bishop's Corner. They're a huge sponsor. Thank you for that. That's what you'll get. It'll be at your tee, $100. $100? $150. $150. $150.
And not only that, so the first 2 years it was at Goodwin. The reason it's at Tunxis is we outgrew it. We've been selling out so quickly that we had to find somewhere that could accommodate. So sign up quick, because we will be selling out, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, definitely. And it all goes to a good cause. I mention every podcast. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. And I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people that are doing good things in the community. And we're here with our good friend, Omar. Thanks again for running that. Omar works at Amazon. Amazon is a huge sponsor. They're our technology sponsor for 2 years in a row. So thank you, Amazon. So tell us about this BDL4 in Windsor. Tell us about how's that going?
Well, it's going awesome. So I actually was able to join up with Amazon in 2022, I believe, and I was able to help launch the BDL4 building, which is in Windsor, Connecticut. So, Amazon is really big about partnering with the community and being, Earth's most sustainable employer. So with that, they really loved the mission that Friends of Feeney had. It's actually the largest building in North America and possibly in the world at the moment for what it's doing with the warehouse. It's like over 30 football fields is the size of it. It's like 5 stories. The building is massive. And so I'm an operations manager there. I oversee a wonderful team, have a, on a good day, maybe 120 or 130 people working with me, and during the holiday seasons, it can get up to 250. So it's definitely a great environment. And, with that, the biggest thing is we just love that, Friends of Feeney, especially during the month of September when we do this, we do Amazon Goes for the Gold, and we love, not only supporting like children's cancer initiatives and things like that, but anything that will help with the local community.
Thank you. And I'd have to mention our sponsors: Brook Gall Law, Keating Agency Insurance, People's Bank, Luna Pizza, Parkville Market, and West Hartford Lock. Thank you so much for our sponsors. And please go back and check out 108. We're here at 109 with Omar, but 108 was with Dr. Miguel Cardona, the Secretary of Education. That was a big one.
Can't imagine what he said.
He was assigned as the designated survivor. He was a principal at 27 years old. He's got his doctorate at 35. He is the Secretary of Education at 46. Just an amazing human being. He does such great things for our community.
Have you seen that show, Designated Survivor, on Netflix?
No.
There's a show, and watch it.
Okay.
Anybody watching this, watch it. It's great.
I was going to say, I was with Dr. Miguel Cardona, and now I'm here with you. But, no, thank you. You're at Amazon.
Yes.
You're the operational manager. So with that being said, I mentioned my sponsors, West Hartford Lock. What are 3 keys that make you good at being an operational manager for Amazon?
3 keys. So I would say, first and foremost, I'm a people person and I can earn trust. I would say I can deliver. So if you give me a task and you want it done, I'll get it done. And, I think the third and most important is by being a leader. I love Muhammad Ali's quote, "You treat the janitor the same way as you treat the CEO." And no matter who you are in my building, I treat you with respect. And, I think that that's the most important thing.
You're being a good friend.
Absolutely.
You hold the door, pick up trash that's not yours,
Yes.
give compliments, and you're charitable. Very charitable person. Thank you so much.
Yes. Littering. I hate littering, with a passion.
So we're here at Maximum Beverage. Do you have a favorite beverage?
Favorite beverage. So this is tough, Feeney, because I bartended for a long time, and I like beverages. I'll say this: if I have a favorite drink, I would probably either go with like a whiskey sour or a penicillin. My favorite spirit, I'm a bourbon guy to the max, and if you're gonna give me a beer, I'll just take like a Corona with lime, something simple on a hot day.
All right.
But
good answer.
Yeah.
And we do another game. It's called First, Last, Best, Worst. And you are maybe hold the record for most Saturdays with Friends shirts, repping on our platform for social media. I want to thank you. You have them in Egypt, France,
Italy,
Bahamas,
Aruba, Mexico. Yeah.
So
we got a few.
Your first one, your last one, your best one, and your worst one.
Yep.
Can you recall? Or
First,
even part of those, blend that into your trip as well.
Yes. First one was Mexico.
Okay.
And that was a good one. The last one was Aruba. And that was probably the best vacation I've ever taken. The best one was in Italy. I was on my honeymoon with my beautiful wife, Andrea, and I got to eat my way from Venice down to the Amalfi Coast. I love food. I love to cook, but, my family is Egyptian, and we still kind of reside around the Mediterranean in Egypt. So I've always felt like Italian food was just kind of like a twist on some of the foods I had growing up, and I loved every second of it. That's
nice.
all I did was just eat every day. The background on my phone is a sandwich. Literally, I got this sandwich when I was in Florence, and it was so good.
Mozzarella
Like,
and basil and tomato.
It's bresaola, so it's cured beef. I don't eat pork. It's cured beef, fresh Parmesan, arugula, and a little balsamic, right?
Ooh.
But when you're in Italy, you're not getting the balsamic you're getting here. It's thick. It's like true from Modena. So any foodies out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Nice. All right. Did you have a worst? or least favorite?
The second Mexico one. At that point, I had already been through all those like little trips. You know, if you've ever been down to Cancun or Tulum and you do like the tours, it's fun to do it the first time. Every other time, you're all set with it. So I got dragged with a group of people, and you know, I was kind of looking like a fool, but I still wanted to get that picture taken, so I did it anyways.
Yeah, you got the Saturdays Are for Friends on a camel. You got the Saturdays in the front. Are you behind the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
The Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yeah, I know it was another landmark.
Yeah. Hopefully I do Iceland this summer, and then I'll get one at Reykjavik.
Jeez. World traveler. Yes.
That's
and
the plan.
Wherever you go, don't forget to pack the Saturdays Are for Friends tee.
And I have stickers, and I literally leave them in countries on random light poles and things. So any country I've visited has a Be a Good Friend sticker stuck on a pole somewhere.
Thank you. I did that in St. John once, and a kid from camp went like 2 weeks later, and he's by the pole pointing, sent it to our camp director, a Be a Good Friend sticker in St. John.
That's incredible.
I left one in Montreal. I left one in Saratoga. So hopefully we'll keep them out there.
That's amazing.
Pretty funny. You're a foodie. You like
Yes.
cooking. Do you have a favorite restaurant? Follow-up question.
Favorite restaurant in Connecticut?
Anywhere.
Bricco.
Bricco.
In Connecticut, Bricco. Anywhere, I don't. That's impossible. If you're
That is the most popular answer on the Friends of Feeney, Feeney Talks with Friends podcast.
the chicken Milanese at Bricco is ridiculously good and ridiculously simple. The buffalo chicken pizza, they don't do it a lot. I heard Chef Grant doesn't like to do it because the chicken pieces, they dry out, right? So as a foodie, I found that out. But when they do it and it's good, I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I like Billy. Billy's going to be a podcast guest. He promised like multiple times over we're going to do a cooking show. What should I cook with Billy?
I think easy but hard, cacio e pepe.
What about the bolognese and the rigatoni?
That's going to take a long time. Cacio e
calamari.
pepe, doing 15 minutes, maybe less. And
Their tuna is amazing. That's what I get.
everything, honestly, everything is good. The grandma's meatballs,
Ooh.
like I'll put those down, right? Everything is good. I like Treva a lot too. I actually bartended at Treva for a little while when I was still in the industry full time. Well, actually, I wasn't there full time. I was working at UPS full time, and I would just do a couple nights a week. They were also really good too. So I enjoy Treva as well.
Yeah.
But Rico's
And
just
T.O. works with Billy.
Oh,
He's been there
nice.
for 25 years. And you brought up Treva.
yes.
So we might as well shout out Treva and the owner, Scott, because on the golf tournament,
Doro.
So
they are actually, I order.
thanks again for Amazon being our technology sponsor. Sun Life sponsored the longest drive. This is the first year. And then Doro makes 150 breakfast sandwiches, and they're delicious. So thank you, Scott, for all your generosity and support.
Our Doro at the airport is right by us, so I get my team, breakfast or lunch all the time, and the like salted malted chocolate cookie, whatever that is, they love it. The pistachio croissants, they love it. It's Doro's.
Cronut, you try one of those yet?
I haven't tried the cronut there.
Ooh.
I've had like the OG cronuts, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good.
Cronut's really good. Their pizza's really good. And
They
then
did
I
a
always
Reuben
leave with
at
the
one
hummus,
point.
pita, and olives to go. That's always to go. Put that in the fridge, eat that later.
So the beauty of working at Amazon is I work with people from everywhere. When I tell you there's probably 40 languages spoken in that building, and I have this guy that came from Greece. He's been with me for about a year and a half. Like, he came from Greece, the next week he was working at Amazon. So he really, he knows me more than anybody else in this country that's not his brother who lives here with him. And they're from Greece. And he just went back, and he came and saw me last week, and he had a bag. His family has an olive farm that they've had for, however many years, and literally he gave me fresh olives from there in a Tito's handle, olive oil that they pressed, and it is incredible.
Ooh.
To you just, I won't cook with it. I'm eating that on a salad or putting it on something, but it's good.
All right, so you're at Bricco's. That's your favorite restaurant, and you could have 4 dinner guests, dead or alive, anybody you want in the world, here or there.
4 dinner guests. So the first person would probably be Muhammad Ali. I think I would want Chris Tucker there to add a little bit of funniness, and I don't know, I've always loved Chris Tucker. The Rock has always kind of been my idol, so I'm going to have to say The Rock. And number 4, maybe, what's her name? Female comedian just passed.
Female comedian passed away?
She had like the curly hair from Golden Girls.
Oh, Betty White?
Betty White. I think, like, you know, she probably has seen some things through her times, and like for me it's like, you know, everybody says like everybody says these like crazy influence, like I don't want to talk politics or anything crazy. I want to have fun at dinner and laugh, and I think, you know, when you get random folks together, serious, funny, a mix of it all, it'll be a great time.
What do you like best about The Rock?
Well,
it doesn't matter what you want about The Rock.
That's I should have known that was coming. Oh man,
Do you
jabroni?
La, 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 la.
You jabroni? I'm gonna
Feeney?
stick it up your sideways. No,
big wrestling guy.
I actually saw it so Amazon sent me to Nashville for about a month and a half when I was training before I opened the building here, and I got to do SummerSlam there, and it was like Roman Reigns fought Brock Lesnar, and he came out in the backgo and dumped him out. It was actually pretty fun, but I can't say I watch wrestling still.
It
was at where the Titans play.
Oh yeah.
I
was Royal Rumble?
No,
or
SummerSlam. I don't watch it anymore, but
yeah,
I still watch. Like I will. BJ, he's been on this pot. Like he'll come over and we'll put on all the old. Like we'll watch WrestleMania 17 twice in a row. We could care less. But yeah, not the new
I'm gonna
stuff.
text Shane with BJ, and all we do is share wrestling.
He gets mad because he'll send me something, and I got the GIF so quick back to.
Yeah. It's a wrestling pod. So 108 was Miguel Cardona. 107 was Mike Mason, the CEO and president of Special Olympics. WWE is a huge sponsor for Special Olympics. That guy met the Big Show. Then there's a cornhole event tonight in Bridgeport, and I was like, come on, let me go. What wrestlers are going to be there? But Bridgeport's pretty far, and I'd rather spend time with you.
That's interesting because I play a charity tournament called the Spud Tournament, also at Tunxus, and I'm not necessarily friends with him, but he's friends with my friends. His father started it, and it's for the Special Olympics, so I wonder if they know each other at all. But
nice.
It's a small world. It's crazy how things kind of end up coming around.
Oh yeah, so speaking of being a good friend, what, pick up trash, hold the door, what makes Miles a good friend?
Miles? I think
God.
He is just like never has ill intent. He's always like wants to do the right thing, and like some people, like maybe if nobody's watching, maybe they'll like, he's not that kind of person. He doesn't, he's a genuine nice guy. He's once upon a time, like if I would have randomly seen Miles, I probably would have been like, I would never be friends with him, but he's
good dude.
He's a good dude. Shout out Miles. Even though I'm gonna beat you in golf tomorrow when we
are you facing
Thursday.
Off? You facing off?
Even if we don't face each other, it's
you're
still
always running.
We're always running.
Okay.
Yeah.
I subbed last week, 2 weeks ago.
We need
Played
someone
right.
Thursday if you want.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right.
Who am I subbing? Who am I playing with?
BJ can't play, so his partner.
BJ. Now, what makes BJ
a
clown?
Friend.
How
BJ's
tight were her shorts at the tournament last year? I love BJ. BJ, I'm telling you, I share the time. I always have a good time when I'm with BJ.
Yes.
He always makes me laugh. He's always got a positive attitude. He's my brother-in-law's brother. So he's my brother.
What do we like? I always wondered, like, do you still just call them your brother-in-law, or what do you call your in-laws? And like, do you say
In-laws? Yeah.
You just say your in-laws?
Brother-in-law. Sammy. Who do you like better, Sammy or Mo? Or Nate? All right, you gotta
Uncle
sit.
Nate all
you gotta
day.
sit, bench, cut. Sam, Nate.
I'll sit Mo, I'll play Nate, and I'll cut Sammy.
You're cutting Sammy?
Santo's getting cut. He gets an E for effort, but I need the height.
Sam, you're getting cut.
Santo, those guys, literally, I grew up like they would put me in headlocks, and I'd be like, beating me up, giving me noogies. Just, it was a great time, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that, like, he was basically one of my older brothers, and then you're related to him now.
It's like
and
crazy full circle.
It's nuts how everything
Small
works,
world.
right? It's nuts.
Yeah, I've been with my wife. We're gonna celebrate our 19th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
We dated for like 6 years prior to that, so I've seen Sam for 25 years.
You must have one of those like Men in Black. You just flash her every night so she forgets what you did the day.
And then always to Nicole's dad, we're like, "Who's your favorite son-in-law? Who would you pick?"
Probably you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You
I
heard
don't
it here,
know.
Big John.
Santo's a fun guy though. We had fun in Miami.
Anything you want to share to the camera of what happened in Miami?
He got his head very burnt with sunglasses on, and you could just like see the sunglasses. That's all you get from me.
He gets so tan. I was with him at Lake George. He gets so tan. A woman came up to him and started speaking Spanish. She thought he was Spanish. And he was like, no. He does not wear sunblock. He'd never wear sunblock.
Oh, no.
Do you know who Nardwuar is?
Yes.
You ready for some Nardwuar questions?
Let's do it. You gonna surprise me?
When's the last time you went Nardwuar? When's the last time you went to a rap battle? Or do you currently still rap battle? I heard you're a big rap battler.
Last time I went to a rap battle was like in college, but all jokes aside, I know my voice is terrible. I know it doesn't sound good. I will shred on the mic. All right? It could be off the mental. It could be words written down.
But
But either way, they're mine. They're not a rental.
Give us a little something.
I just gave you it.
Not a rental. It's all mental. You want to hear mine? I'll go first. My name is Mr. Feeney. I teach grade 3 at Woolkit Elementary. Can't see me. How's that?
That wasn't bad. All right, let's. I guess honestly, I would, but I would probably end up cursing, and I don't know if.
We're Maximum Beverage. We need to hear you rap battle.
All right, I rap battle. Whoever told you that, they're a tail. But it's okay. Get me an ale or whatever we can drink, 'cause I'll never fail. And by the way, Feeney, I see ya. Get your buddy over here. Let's drink some more tequila.
Oh, okay. It's almost tequila time. You heard him here, folks. I don't know if you could zoom in on that camera. You want to read about that poster?
Absolutely, because it's right down the road from me. So I live in Simsbury, and we love the Talcott Mountain Collective. And Tequila Fest will be there, featuring some awesome New England oysters. So if you like those raw oysters, definitely head over there. They'll have over 250 tequilas, mezcals, cocktails, any kind of Mexican beer. If you like a Corona with lime like me, you'll be able to get it there. They have ridiculous hot dogs. So I'm a foodie. I'm going to tell you that hot dog menu, do not sleep on
They
it.
have different types of hot dogs.
They have a Reuben hot dog, and it has pastrami. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then they have it's like a French onion dip hot dog.
Okay,
Like,
didn't
it's
have
Gouda
that one, but I just had a hot dog there.
I'm telling you, definitely. The burger was pretty good there, the smash burger. But check it out. $69 to get in for general admission. You can DD at $25, and if you want it all, if you're a VIP, it's $140, $150. So definitely come out. You can get all the tickets and info at tequilafestct.com.
No, it's great. I went for the Fleetwood Mac Tom Petty cover band with the kids, wife and kids. Great sound, fantastic food. I had the dog. Can you name a couple more dogs? I didn't have one of those two.
Like, one's called the Napper Tandy. One's called the
I think maybe it had a pickle
The
on it.
Napper Tandy's that's the Reuben one because that's
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
best
try
one.
that next
It's
time.
good.
I'm gonna try that on June 22nd.
But even like if the weather's nice, the outdoors there, I was shocked because we used to play at Tower Ridge all the time, and I didn't think, when you heard disc golf, you were like, oh, yeah. But
You
it's a
tried
nice
disc golf?
spot. I've never played disc golf.
I know someone was like, you got to do a disc golf tournament, and I'm like, oh well, maybe we're in for everything. We'll do a cornhole tournament, horseshoe
That would be
tournament,
fun.
ping pong tournament, whatever you think.
Ooh.
All right, back to Nardwuar. I heard you're a good cook,
Yes.
and you like nice bourbon.
Yes.
And what happened with the older kids at Granby Village at the Raw Stone in high school?
The Ross Stone?
Older kids were bothering you at Raw Stone at Granby Village. Matt and Mo had to come save you.
Oh.
Do you want to get into that? Or you want to plead the fifth?
Listen, Ross Stone and Kyle Smith were Mo's age. They weren't my age. I was like 9 years old. And we would get into fights as kids, but it was, we were just having fun. And these two decided to pick on me. And they ended up just beating my butt up. And when my dad, asked me who it was, and I told him, and, he was like, okay, they're not kids your age. This is different. And so he called Mo, and they went over, and my dad had some words with his dad, and things went down.
Nice.
He also saved me another time. There was another kid that was his age, and I just remember seeing him running out, and he just shoves him to the ground and stood over him, and the kid just laid there. But yeah, Mo saved me a couple times as a kid, but he's also 10 years older than me. So
It's 10 years?
10 years.
Oh. That's why Nate said, oh, that kid was a young buck when we were around. We were long gone
That's
by
what
the
I'm
time
saying.
he grew up.
I was 8 years old, and you got these kids in high school beating up on me.
I thought you were a little closer in age.
No, he's got 10 years on me.
Jeez. Cats or camels?
My wife would kill me if I don't say cats. We have two.
That concludes our Nardwuar. Nardwuar.
That's pretty good.
We got to pose.
How did you know? Yo, this is crazy right now.
Take a guess who gave me some info.
BJ. Sam.
Yep. And then you were born in Brooklyn, but you lived in Cairo.
Yes, sir.
That's the start of a flow.
Born
in Brooklyn, lived in Cairo.
Now I'm back
Don't you
in
know?
the CT. I ain't there no more. Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn, lived there for a couple of years. Then we moved to Egypt. I did first 1 or 2 years of my schooling there, and I actually went to school where if you stood out of line, you got hit, and there was no games. So I remember
did you learn more because the teacher could hit you?
I was too young. I know that I didn't step out of line.
Okay.
You would go to school at the start of the day. Everybody would line up. You would sing the school song, and then you would go to your classes. If you were out of line, they would get you. And Mo, because he was that much older, hated it and was like, I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back.
Oh, because he had the experience already.
Exactly.
You didn't.
And my sisters agreed, and so we ended up coming back. And we were going to go back to New York, but we ended up coming to Suffield, Connecticut, and then to East Granby, where I ended up, majority of my life. But
Very
yeah,
cool.
First generation. Parents immigrated from Egypt. Shout out to them. Love you both. Would not be able to do what I'm doing if you didn't make that sacrifice. And sometimes I think about, imagine right now if you just went to another country by yourself, didn't speak the language, and just had to make a life. It's incredible to think about. So anybody that's doing it, awesome.
And do they speak Arabic?
They speak Arabic. The Egyptian dialect is, it's like the slang. So most Arabs hate us because they think we are loose with it. But most Egyptians, we think we're the best and we're the first, and so we don't care what any of the rest think.
All right. And how was Western Connecticut getting the bachelor's in business and administration and marketing?
Yes, WestCon.
It
Oh,
looks
man.
like you went from 2009 to 2015. How many masters did you get?
Being a good friend, it took a long time to get to this point. So I tell you that I've never, it's always been some ups and downs before I finally came in and, became the person I am now. So I actually, not ashamed to say it, but my first year I partied way too hard. I got put on academic probation. I didn't learn from it, and then they academically suspended me. So I went home and I worked at StubHub in a call center for a year, and called them one day and was like, hey, is my suspension up? And they said, yes, we'll drop all of your Fs if you want to come back. You have this day, I think I had 2 days to register for the next. I was on break. I turned my car on, drove directly back to the college. I didn't even quit. Do I regret how I did that? Yeah, but I literally just left, went, reapplied to college, and,
Nice.
kind of buckled up and finished.
Well, it took me 5 years to get a sociology degree at Southern Connecticut State. So, you got me beat. You liked it. You wanted to be there. It's a good school.
I had fun.
All right, now we're going to before we get into tequila, because it's almost tequila time, because we're going to celebrate. We're here at Maximum Beverage, 340 North Main Street. If you ever want to call, their number is 860-761-2541. That again is 860-761-2541.
And I built a bar in my basement. I have a full bar, and I have a full walk-in wine cellar. Right, holds a few hundred bottles. This is a solid wine collection. I like Sauvignon Blancs, I like Cabs, I like Pinot Noirs. I'm big on the sparkling reds lately. Don't sleep on the wine selection here. If you like wine, come check it out. And an Omar tip: if you go into any wine store, go straight to the back. They'll have a clearance section, bottles that have just been sitting there, and you will find gems marked down from $50-$60 to $20. Know what year you're looking for, but you'll find some good stuff.
They have that here?
Do you guys have the discount rack here with stuff that's been? Yeah, I'm telling you.
We got the discount rack. I didn't know that trick.
Look for the stuff covered in dust. You'll find every once in a while you'll find a sleeper that's just been,
All right, and then don't forget, $150. Buy a T sign.
$500 become a great friend, right?
I also want to thank my good friend. He's a sponsor too. This is my guy, Savage Pallet Projects.
So I will say, because I won the golf game. Great game, great concept. Would be my only recommendation is either make a couple more bigger holes, or you need to lay grass turf on the top of it, because the balls bounce, and then the second it hits that, you're not getting it in. You have to be flush.
Gotcha.
So I bought turf and laid it on top of his. But
that was my friend Matt who made that.
He's got skills.
This is my friend Stads.
Oh.
Two different dudes.
My bad.
But that's still a
My
good
bad.
suggestion. This is my dude Stads. Maximum Beverage, Savage Pallet Flags. What minute are we on so I can shout them out? 33. Perfect. Larry Bird. Larry the Legend Bird, number 33.
33. Max Miles. That's a number. They know it.
And then I wrote a little note, always personal notes to the Whitneys. Thank you so much for the continued support. Your thoughtfulness and generosity truly means a lot to friends of Feeney. Much appreciated. Savage Pallets. Thank you. And he's going to have one of these on display for the raffle. He did the American flag with the wavy.
Yes.
Great guy.
That was a good one.
He made one for Frank the Tank. He made one for Luna Pizza. He made one for...
He's going to have to make one for the tournament. That's just our name every year. It's up there.
Put the winners on it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's write that down, Stads.
Done.
You're going to make a winner yes. And you make
it.
The tournament, and it's like the Stanley Cup.
Exactly. And you show, and then the next year... You come back these are the previous year winners, first, second,
pass
third.
The torch, pass the green jacket.
This is who won the hole-in-one. This is yes.
Winner. Oh, we want to do hole-in-ones on it too?
Well, no. This is who won the long drive. This is who won. Whoever won something.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I like that. All right, cool. We're gonna do some crazy questions. This is sponsored by Donut Crazy. You have a favorite donut?
I just like the OG chocolate with sprinkles.
All right. Do you have a wife?
Yes.
Do you know Eric Feeney?
Yes.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation.
Are you nice to your workers?
I would say yes. Some of them might say no.
How old are you?
I am 32, turning 33.
Do you have any siblings?
2 sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest of 4.
What are your cats' names?
Brady and Coco.
Not for Tom Brady, is it?
It was for Tom Brady. They thought she was a boy, and she ended up being a girl.
Still went with Brady?
Brady works, you know.
Oh, her favorite package she's ever received from Amazon was a basketball. I think this is because she loves basketball and she makes 28 hoops in a row. That's my girl. Do you like Amazon?
Yes.
Can you give me a toy?
Give you a toy?
The kid wants a toy.
Oh, yes.
What are your cats' name? Brady and
Coco.
Coco. What's your favorite toy?
My favorite toy is a old British Bulldog rubber wrestling
Matilda?
like action figure.
Davy Boy Smith and what's his name? Davy Boy Smith? Yeah, the British Bulldog.
The British Bulldog, yeah. And he's just got this OG little. And when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I would like play wrestle in the shower.
That was
with them.
Matilda, right?
I still have it.
All right. What's your favorite thing about the cat?
So Coco will sleep with me, and like she loves me. She loves me more than Andrea. All right. She won't believe that, but she does.
I'm just looking for a picture real quick. Oh, so you love your cats, right?
Yes.
Hold on. How much do you love your cats? That much?
That's how much I love my cats.
Hold on. That much?
You see that? She eats my cheesecake. It's insane. If I have
Dude
ice
feeds
cream
his
out,
cat cheesecake.
she eats my ice cream. Yeah. What? Sorry.
You're a
she
cat
loves
dad.
it. Yes.
Cat dad.
You should see. I'd be on calls at work sometimes, and Coco jumps up on my head, and Amazon's like, if you're working from home or something on a call, like it's, they're not making a big deal about it, and like some people will love the cats, and then like they'll take over, and like they're like playing with the cat.
Who's your favorite soccer player?
I'm gonna have to go with Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
Mohamed Salah.
Who's he play
Egypt,
for?
baby.
Oh,
Come on. Well, he was for Liverpool. He's not anymore. He's kind of moving around, but
And do you
I
like
am,
pickles?
love pickles.
Me too. What's your favorite sport?
Right now, I'm gonna have to say golf.
What's your favorite tool?
Favorite tool would be a drill.
Do you have an office?
Yes.
Where's your favorite place to play golf?
Simsbury Farms.
Do you remember your life in Egypt? Yeah, we talked about
Yes.
that a little bit. Do you own a camel?
I do not own a camel, but I've ridden them a couple of times, and they're terrifying to ride if you're not.
You look
like,
kind of shook.
That thing, let me tell you something. So it's like really tall, and the way it gets up, so you sit on it and it's laying down, and it goes like this. That's it getting up, right? Its back legs go up first. So if you're not strong enough to hold yourself, you're falling.
Like the rodeo.
And then, but you're like at the pyramids, and it's like desert cliffs, and the camel is like just at the edge of the cliff. Like it knows where it is, but you have no idea if it's gonna take a misstep or not. And I'm like, oh my God, anything could happen at any. And my nephew Bobby, Mo's son, is like, whoa, can we go faster? He loves the thing, and it's just, yeah.
What do you like best about Amazon?
It's a great work culture. We have all walks of life. We accept everybody as long as you are a, good friend. They're a great place to work.
Do you watch TV?
I do watch TV.
Favorite shows? Any recommendations?
Right now, I just started Animal
Designated
Kingdom.
Survivor.
Designated Survivor, yes. So I just started Animal Kingdom. It's on Amazon Prime, actually, but that is really, really good. It's like a mix of Outer Banks and Ozark meets like Modern Family, right? Like it's a really good show. Another great show. So obviously Sopranos OG. I just rewatched that, and I feel like I did it before this like crazy new trend now where everybody's posting about The Sopranos. I was getting agita before any of you were getting agita, all right? So let's get that straight. All-time favorite show is probably between Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad, though. Those are two just great shows for me.
The Wire.
But you know what? Like, season 3 was just hard to get through.
Yeah, it did struggle a little bit.
Omar was just a boss, right? If you're Omar, you're just a boss. So.
Omar's coming.
Omar's coming. Omar's coming.
Would you rather eat pizza that tastes like ice cream or ice cream that tastes like pizza?
Ice cream that tastes like pizza.
And then we're going to end with our math. This is from Amari. Amari's math. Pick one, any one, and you solve it. Quick, I'm timing you. Go. Do a think aloud. What are you doing? Which way do you go? Then it's going to be tequila time. Oh, while we're getting ready for tequila, while he's doing some math, some upcoming events. We have our Memorial Day Parade this Monday, May 27th. In June is Men Health Month. We're doing a fundraiser collaboration with Float 41. Be on the lookout for that. We have a Hartford athletic game on June 1st. Our Tequila Fest on June 22nd. The last day to donate to Birdies for Charity, we're connected with the Travelers.
Yeah.
So they're matching 15% of every donation, and that ends on June 23rd. We're going to the Bristol Blues in Muzzy Field on July 13th. Hartford Yard goes August 16th. Our third annual golf tournament, September 14th at Tunxus. Sign up quick because it will be sold out. Park Road Parade in October. And our sixth annual Makerspace on October 12th. And then the Whiskey Fest is going to be sometime in October or September. And we're going to welcome our new friend. And this guy has been appearing in Feeney Talks with Friends podcast more than anyone. My friend and owner of Maximum Beverage, Matt Whitney. Ladies and gentlemen. He was on episode.
Oh, I got glasses. You guys don't all have them?
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
We'll take a little break, and then we'll come back for tequila tasting.
Copy that.
Tequila.
How's that?
Do.
Good?
Tequila.
Okay.
Name the
Tequila.
What? Pee Wee Herman, dude.
No,
Big Top Pee Wee.
No,
You know that
Sandlot.
movie?
Sandlot. No.
No. No, he never goes up here. He doesn't go up here. He goes down. He's just
Pee Wee's
down
Big
low.
Adventure.
Oh, that was Big Top Pee Wee, no?
With the
That
bike.
was when he was in the circus.
I love the
okay.
bike.
Pee
All right,
Wee's Big-
all right, P.
Was it
Pee
the
Wee
first?
Herman.
The first.
It
Yeah.
was his first adventure. It was Paul Rubens.
Paul
Pee-wee,
Rubens, right?
Pee Wee.
Yeah, what was he caught doing?
R.I.P.
The magic word today is
Careful.
going to be drink. Anyone that you say drink, we got to scream real loud. Let's practice. Drink. Ah! That's a Pee Wee thing, you know. He's way before. You don't know who Pee Wee Herman is? Oh my God.
You don't
This
know
guy-
who Pee Wee Herman is?
This guy's like 10.
What?
Are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're here again at Maximum Beverage. We're here with Matt Whitney. Matt Whitney had his own podcast. Go back and check it out. Number 18. And then he celebrated 30. And then he hosted an Irish whiskey trivia on episode 67 with Colleen Conway. Episode 30 was Dave Pylon. He also supplied our beverages for our 50th podcast, our special podcast at Playhouse on Park, and then our very special one, number 100. So thank you, Matt. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for hosting us.
You got it. Happy to have you guys here.
What
Sorry,
inspired-
I'm gonna turn my phone down so we don't get.
Oh, he's big timing us. So he is the
He's
owner of
important.
Maximum Beverage.
I'm not-
He's on the phone while I'm talking.
No,
I'm
no.
giving him compliments.
I was trying to turn it down. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for having this here. Good setup you guys bring with you.
It's very nice.
Thanks to Dave over at Direct Line Media, obviously. Yeah, we got a couple things going on that I thought would be. Listen, the podcast is fun, but when we can drink, I mean, this is a lot more fun. So,
You know it.
I did bring a few things here. Well, we're in the store, so we could really access anything we want. So I did pull some things off the shelf. Hopefully, I can get them replaced from the suppliers, and I don't get in trouble. So we got some mezcal, we got some añejo tequila, and tequila seltzers from High Noon. Because on June 22nd we have the Tequila Fest Connecticut. It's going to be up in it's going to be in Simsbury at the Talcott Collective, which is a pretty cool spot if you especially on a good weather day, if you want to go enjoy some drinks outside, listen to some live music, It's a cool spot for that. So we're going to do it there. Views of the Hubline Tower or Highline Tower, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
I asked right away. I said, "Is this Hubline?"
You know what? There's like if you've been up there, they do a video and they call it Highline, which is weird because it looks like Hubline,
It does.
right?
It's
I don't
sweet up
even-
in that tower.
I don't know if there's anything on there that says Hubline, but
No, Omar suggested I hike up.
oh, it does say. Yeah, so it looks like Heublein. I don't know. Anyways, what's interesting about that is that guy was like the first guy to bring Smirnoff vodka around the
A1.
club. Yeah, A1 Steak, the club cocktails. They were like one of the companies that turned into the guys down in Stamford. Now I'm blanking on the name.
What do they?
Big,
else do they do?
They're a big
CVI?
liquor supplier. No, a big spirit supplier.
Diageo.
Diageo, yes,
No?
there we go.
Yes,
They're
Diageo.
Omar, point for Omar.
Yeah, Diageo,
Keeping
which
tabs.
I think their northeast locations are down in like Norwalk or Stamford, but they were at one point bought out and consumed by Diageo, which is a multinational company.
He's never been up in the tower. I told him he's got to
I
take
know. I'm
the
gonna
trip.
hike it.
Really?
Yeah, I golfed when it was Tower Ridge. Sam's.
Right. Where the place of that's where Talcott Mountain Collective is, Tower Ridge, and they have the Tower Disc Golf course
Yeah.
there.
Have you ever played disc
I
golf?
have not. I've been wanting to. I'm a little intimidated by the backpacks these dudes carry around. Like,
They're serious.
And multiple frisbees too.
Yeah.
Distance,
Yeah,
short
yeah.
game. But someone sweared. Have you ever played disc golf? We're 0 for 4 right now. Have you ever played disc golf? 0 for 5, 0 for 6. Oh boy, we got to try disc golf. We're not knocking it. We just haven't tried it yet.
Well, you may get some exposure at Tequila Fest CT if you head to that. So I brought some tequila-based things, some stuff that you're going to see at the event. We'll start with High Noon. I know that they're going to be there. I saw their name on the sponsor list, so I thought we'd crack these open. This is that Fiesta pack. What do you guys want to try?
They're killing
Whatever.
it right now.
Surprise me.
I would try it.
Yeah,
Grapefruit.
It's one thing to bring a big brand on here like this, but this is the what is this? Grapefruit tequila seltzers.
Oh, I didn't know. I forgot about the prickly pear.
Prickly
I heard
pear.
good things about that.
Here,
one.
there's some left. I got 2 in here.
But shout out
Prickly
to
pear.
High Noon. Episode 102, I had Frank the Tank from Barstool Sports and High Noon.
Oh, there's a
Everyone
tie-in.
purchased. I'm trying to tie it in.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all making connections here.
Yeah, we'll have to try that one
Frank
too.
the
That looks
Tank.
Good.
And everyone that bought a High Noon, they donated money back to us. So go back and watch 102 at Parkville Market. Frank the Tank. We're trying to get
Cheers.
Dave Portnoy on and Miss Peaches.
Good luck.
Maybe do a pizza review.
All right, so yeah, these are easy to drink, delicious little cocktails, 4.5%. I mean,
Yeah.
What I like about them is you can drink them and you can stay ahead of yourself there. You don't get out of control. So
Well, it doesn't taste.
I don't know if it
like,
tastes any different than the other one.
But the
you
thing
don't get a
is
ton of tequila out of it.
sometimes you get the tequila taste, but it tastes like like when you take a shot of like Jose Cuervo and you're like,
Right.
ugh. This doesn't give you that.
Yeah.
This is good.
Very drinkable, not too carbonated.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of High Noon. And all really, the whole canned
Does it
cocktail.
sell well here?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can't. I mean, they just came out with. I was talking to Matt about the iced teas. They just came out with these iced teas that are like, can't keep them on the shelf. Yeah,
High Noon did?
yeah.
I
Miss
haven't seen
Peaches,
the-
the dog. Right?
I don't
Is it
know
for
if
the
it-
dog? Is it for the dog?
It's for the dog. Oh,
Is it peach flavored iced
Ooh.
tea? Oh,
I
Miss
don't know
Peaches.
which one I like more.
Oh, that's a good tie-in. Yeah. I've heard good things about the iced tea. I'm not a big iced tea person, so I haven't tasted them yet. But I should probably do that.
If you have them here, I might
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
a pair.
Nooner.
I might
Have
have to
yourself a
grab some
nooner.
on the way out.
A
Do you-
cup.
I wanted to taste the other one.
What do you got there?
I want to try this
The
prickly pear. I heard
This
good
one's
things
really
about
good.
that.
Oh, you chug that down, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Do you have a spitting jar?
No, we're not spitting.
Are we tasting or are we
Yeah,
tasting?
no, we're not spitting. This is
It's
off
Tuesday.
the clock. Mm-mm. All right, so now let's get into some other things I brought here. By the way, we mentioned Whiskey Festival. Hold on, before we do this, we got to check,
True.
right?
The real reason we're here, Feeney.
The real he needed some money. No, the money's been but a
Money's
couple
been
of
tight.
events we've done over the years. Every year we do the We Have Whiskey Festival. This year we're moving the event to Farmington Gardens in Farmington, right off. In fact,
Route 4.
Right off Route 4, across from Tungus Country Club, where you're doing your golf tournament in September.
Yep.
So that'll be cool. But I have a little check.
Look at that.
Happy Gilmore check.
Love the Happy Gilmore checks.
All right. So this is proceeds from just a few events we've done. We did pretty much end of last year. And this is the formal check presentation.
For the kids.
Friends
Get a
of
picture of
Feeney.
that?
For the kids.
For the
And,
kids. 10,872.
I don't know if there was any cents in there, but
Good even number.
yeah.
Let's
It's
get
a
my
good
team.
amount of
Come
doll
around, Jen
hairs
and
right
Matt.
there.
Jen and Matt are here. This would not be possible without my board of directors.
100%.
Want to take a picture? You got your camera on you?
I
Here, take one
spelled
here.
friends correctly. Thank you for the help
Friends
there.
is spelled
Come around and get in
properly.
the camera with my team here. Jen and Matt. Want to pose, smile, cheers.
Hold a
Okay,
bottle
tequila.
of tequila there.
How am I looking? Oh, yeah, get in the selfie. Get in the Matt, Whitney, get in that picture. Selfie time. All right. Happy Gilmore. I'm going to throw it in the back like Happy and just collect them.
Has
No.
anybody ever successfully done a Happy Gilmore swing and hit the ball?
Oh, I've seen it. Tiger Woods have done it.
No, like
Yeah.
us, one of us.
Oh, we should make that. You had a good point.
I
Happy
think we should
Gilmore
do that.
hole.
Yeah, let's
Everyone
do it.
has to hit like that.
Who thinks you could hit a Happy Gilmore shot at least 200 yards straight?
No,
Straight.
Not. I would need multiple opportunities to
Leave a
make good
comment on the
contact.
YouTube channel.
Sign up at the tournament and show us what you got.
Are you playing at the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
September
gonna have
14th.
to. Every year, I say.
Nice.
I scramble to like get my stuff. I'm there. I'm here. What's shotgun start? So that you
We're
we're
starting an
moving
hour
this to
later.
Tungus. That's good.
We need more carts. We outgrew Goodwin, unfortunately.
Better
By
food.
the way, the course was not bad. I mean, I used to play Goodwin Park back in the day. It was a lot different than it is now. They've done a lot of improvements over there.
No, Ron Victor did wonderful things over there.
Yeah.
They fixed the greens first, and then they've been building around that. So, but we're on to new things.
So we talk about Scotty Scheffler yet?
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
We don't need a
in
Feeney
your
getting
wallet, Matt.
arrested on his way to
Yeah. What am I getting? Maybe I'll get arrested on
pull
the
a
way getting
Scheffler.
into
Yeah,
Tungus.
yeah.
I just like he's such a genuine human being.
He stretched
like,
and warmed up in jail.
in a prison cell,
Oh,
in a
wow.
jail cell, not
And
a
they took a
prison cell.
mugshot, put him in a jumper, and he was out that day.
But the
It's so
craziest
weird.
part was like you look at some of the news like articles that got sent out, and it's like Scotty Scheffler drags police officer with his car, and it's like
Oh,
that's
they get
like
clicks, man.
like give the guy some this is a person that is like drives the same car that he had when he was in high school, and
Yeah, my wife
you
loves
know.
him. He's wholesome. I'm like, he's
Yeah.
boring.
He's boring, but that's
he's good.
like,
No,
you
he's
know.
cool.
So the prickly pear, I actually tasted the tequila more than
You did?
the
Yeah.
the grapefruit.
I like
yeah,
the
you can taste the
prickly
so this is Zarpado tequila. This is the Añejo they just came out with. It's Latitude Beverage Company. Oh, you know, we support their stuff. They do a great job. They'll be there at the Tequila Fest. I wanted to bring products that are going to be there, you know, supporting our event.
Now, can we compare it to the Whiskey Fest? Would there be a tent? Would there be tables?
Good
How is it
questions. Yeah.
set
So
up? Outside,
roughly
inside?
same amount of opportunities to taste. So roughly 200 plus beverages. A VIP event beforehand, like we do at the Whiskey Festival. Outside, under tents. You know, there will be opportunities to go inside the building as well. A couple of things that'll be different here is you'll be able to stay afterwards. They're going to have a concert after the event that you can stay for, depending on, you know, hey, we all got to be responsible adults here. Uber there, you know, do that whole thing. And you know, it's going to be unique. I think a unique event. I don't know of a tequila festival that's happened in Connecticut, let alone the Northeast. I'm sure there has been, but maybe not to this scale. We're also going to have New England oyster farms there, so you're going to get like a voucher for some oysters, because oysters and tequila are like a really good match.
Okay.
And then you can, there'll be like 5 other farms we're going to have there, and you can purchase oysters and stuff like that. There'll be some snacks for food, and then we're going to have food trucks. So it's going to be a little different. The ticket price is a lot less than the tequila festival. I mean, than the whiskey festival, because of the whiskey festival, we include all the food, but we just didn't want to do that at this event. You know, have a more reasonable price point, people, if they want to eat before, they can just come to the event, enjoy themselves, and then, or they can go out to dinner afterwards. You know, right around the corner you have the North House,
Yep.
and then you can go, you know, go and enjoy Avon or West Hartford
Fork
or
and
wherever
Fire.
where you want to go.
Maximum
Yeah,
Beverage.
Fork
yeah.
and Fire. That's
Is that your
Fire.
spot?
That's
That's
a
a good
good
spot.
spot.
Yeah, for sure.
So I live in Simsbury, but I live.
Reuven over there. You know Reuven? Am
I think he was
saying his name
a
right?
I think he was a
Vagati?
manager at one
He was
point over
at.
there.
So he worked at, I think, Avere when I was at Treva
Yeah.
briefly. But being in the industry, we all kind of know
Oh,
or
you're in
know
the
of
industry.
each
Where
other.
was the last place you worked?
Treva.
Restaurant. Okay, cool. So, cheers. This is a little añejo tequila. Añejo. We were talking about this earlier. Pretty much every tequila, other than a blanco, you get to reposado and then añejo, and then there's all these other, like super añejo or extra añejo, whatever they want to call it.
Cristalino.
Well, Cristalino too, right? But what they do is they'll take the tequila and they age it in old ex-bourbon barrels, they call it. So, pretty much they want to use the neutral barrel and impart some of the flavor, but they don't want all that intense oak, that fresh oak in there. They want sort of a neutral, you know. And
This
is
really
an
good.
inexpensive añejo too,
What's this bottle go for? Do you know?
like $40.
That's.
$40.
Yeah,
I would drink this.
they're all around 60 typically at a
is-
minimum.
So my
Why is
wife
it
loves
Añejo
tequila,
and Añejo?
but they are all about like we want
That crystal
a
clear
blanco shaken on ice. And when our first trip to Mexico, they said, if you're gonna take a shot or sip, reposado or añejo, blancos for mixed drinks. And now she'll drink this like this. She would love that.
Yeah, I
That's-
listen. I'm an ice person, so I do like to throw it on ice. But I'll drink blancos on ice as well.
Now, people are they still doing the lime and salt trick, or no? Is that old?
I mean, it depends on how hard you're partying, man. If you want to
Will
party
this
and
be
have
available
fun,
at the tequila tasting?
Zarpado would be there.
No, the salt.
Is there a
and
lime and a salt thing? We're not really going to be. It's more of a sipping event. You know, you're enjoying yourself. Listen, every supplier and company's open to do whatever they want at their table. So maybe I would imagine that's
My
probably.
prediction is going to be one or two.
So
What do you mean?
There'll be some salt there. At least the rim salt.
There might be. It depends if they're making. So there's going to be people make cocktails. We're going to have canned cocktails,
salt,
like
maybe
maybe. But again, you're just going to be sipping. And what they're going to want to do is when you're expressing your truest form of your beverage, you're going to be doing that instead of masking it with other things. So they may make some cocktails, but I would imagine that mostly it's going to be, hey, and they're going to have some ice and do that, maybe a little ice or whatever. At the whiskey festival, it's pretty much just straight drinking whiskey neat in a glass. Yeah, that's how I would envision it.
major opportunity, oyster shooter with the tequila.
Yeah, well, that's possible. You could do that. Yeah.
Drop the oyster in.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oof.
Yep.
Max Oyster, their oyster shooters. I used to put those down.
Listen, yeah, you got to be certain. Listen, two things that like people get, which is the only thing I'll say is it was a sort of a strange combo, but you know, tequila people have had bad experiences, and people have had bad experience with oysters.
Yeah. Careful.
So, hey, listen, be responsible, and you know, we don't need anybody. Hey, it's our first event. We're experimenting. Back when we did the first whiskey festival, it was like 11 years ago. I think this was the 11th year.
Wow.
We had like 80. I was just talking to my dad about this. We had, by the way, the date. Did I tell you the date yet? It's going
No.
to be October 4th on the Whiskey
October 4th,
Festival.
Friday.
It's a Friday this year.
You heard it here.
I
It's
was
an
there.
exclusive.
It was a good
We're-
one.
We're moving it to Farmington Gardens in Farmington only because they have probably the best facility for indoor stuff. You know, we had a lot of rain
got
last
rain
year.
on hard
yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
That was
and-
Were you there?
brutal.
You were
Yeah,
there?
remember?
Did
Yeah.
you help volunteer? Or did you?
Yeah, I volunteered.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
yeah.
It
I
was
mean,
great.
it's just not. You know,
Dude.
Clearly, you remember.
the weather. We've gotten lucky every year. Okay, we've done this for 11 years. We haven't had bad weather, and then we get bad weather, and it's like, you know what? We're probably not going to have bad weather again, but it's not worth it. So we're going to move into a indoor,
Inside?
outdoor. So there'll be some outdoor area for
nice.
cigars and stuff like that. But that's going to be October 4th. It's going to be 6 to 9 p.m. on a Friday.
Will this be our third year? No, October 5th is a Saturday.
October of
2003. So
2025. I'm pretty sure October 4th is a Friday. All right. Thank you for correcting us. That would have been.
Please, yeah, that would have good checking.
It would have been whatever that
It's
Friday.
the day before the Park Road Parade.
Whatever that Friday is, October, first week in October. That's the Friday.
Yep. So we'll be at the Whiskey Fest Friday night, early for Park Road Parade.
Well, it's typically
If it doesn't
how it is.
rain.
You always have something going on in the weekend. We have the Whiskey Festival, right? It seems like every year.
Yeah. No, Friday's
Well, you're
good.
a busy guy.
Makes sense.
And are we going to partner again for that one? Whiskey Fest?
100%.
Would that be
Yes.
year 3 or 4 now?
It's a good question.
3.
How
'Cause
many
I
Whiskey
remember,
Fests have we collaborated on?
I think this is the
This,
third.
I think this will be the.
The 4th.
I think this will be the 4th. Cheers to you, Matt. We appreciate your continued support,
Well,
partnership, and
it's-
collaboration.
It's good to have.
You are a good friend.
It's good to have to put it towards a meaningful charity that doesn't. We've done other charities in the past and they've been great, and so but with you guys, it's those dollars come in, they come right out, right? So it's not like there's a big spend for
Yeah.
overhead, or you're not renting a massive facility. You're not doing that. That money comes in, comes out, and it's efficiency that we're looking for, and so that's important.
Yeah, we had our board meeting last night, and we talked about 5 families that need assistance. All the way from Simsbury, Newington, West Hartford. It's just it happens all the time. New Hampshire, someone reached out for. So we're
Now, do you have a favorite tequila?
No, I don't. I'm not a good favorites guy because I like a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not like. People ask me this all the time. What's your favorite this or favorite that? I don't. I mean, I do like the value here with Zarpado. I'll drink a lot of different tequilas. There's some brands out there I don't like. I'm not going to name them. But here's what happens with tequila. You have 2 types of tequila. You have a real tequila that's made, pure
No
and all that, no
additives.
additives, and then you have a lot of tequila brands out there. Some of your favorite brands that with celebrity names on there, they put a bunch of stuff in there. They put, citric acid and vanilla, and it gives it all this sweet flavors, and you're like, oh, that's really good. And it's like, yeah, that's because you're drinking a bunch of additives, and, the purity of the product is not necessarily there. And that's, by the way, inexpensive tequilas. Some of the most expensive tequilas in the world, they're using a lot of additives to create those flavor profiles.
Some of those bottles people have to parade around in the clubs.
Yeah, yep. They're definitely club tequilas, 100%. Yeah.
Now, you named your cat Brady. Now, this is true or false. Brady drinks tequila because it's one of the healthier alcohols. True or false?
Correct. Low sugar.
What makes that? Okay.
There's not a lot. There's no residual sugar. Typically, if you're drinking again like a pure tequila, it's not a lot of additives. People think agave is healthier in the plant itself, innately, I guess. I think if you were to drink anything, it's best to drink, clean spirits on the rocks. The thing about drinking alcohol's not the best thing for you, right? Let's be honest. We all probably should drink a little less when we do end up drinking. But, if you're going to do it, you might as well do something clean without sugar. And, it's one of the nice things about stuff like this, right? It's like calories and the whole thing. And so, those
I heard
IPAs that I enjoy often, that's not the best.
So bloated after an
feel like
IPA.
the fat is just come and gone, but they're still there.
Well, here's what's happened is people are drinking less as a collective. They're looking for non-alcoholic beverages and things that are healthier because, we, not just alcohol, in our daily lives with our food, we don't always make the best decisions. So, it's just one of those things. So that's why, you see stuff like this, 100 calories, right? That's why some of the number 1 beers right now are like Corona, Miller Lite,
The
beers
High
that
Lives,
are
the Michelob Ultras.
Michelob Ultra. Yep. So people are looking for that, and craft beer has taken a step back. It was a massive, I wouldn't say bubble, but the growth was insane over the last 10, 12 years. Especially here in the state, there's like over 100 breweries. I mean, that's wild. This is a tiny state.
Yeah.
Some of them have closed, unfortunately, because they're just, you get a little saturated. And then the aura, the mania of craft beer has slowed. And, you'll see breweries that before you could have to wait in line to get their beer, and now they're distributing it to retailers because they've either created the capacity or the demand at their location has slowed enough where they're like, okay, we need to continue this business. We got to get out there, and now we're delivering into our local restaurants and retailers.
Well, it's like you'll see like G-Bot in Stop and Shop now, and once upon a time, you had to like ask if they had it, and they'd say, "I'll sell you 2 cans." Like,
Yep, we used to sell by the can. We would get a case like and that was like the only beer that was available that people really were like
they wanted it,
going crazy over.
Yeah,
that was before Sip of Sunshine and all these other beers. That was like G-Bot was the first one.
That was the OG.
Yeah, at the time called Gandhi Bot, which they had to change the whole.
107. I had Joe Orsini. He distributes for Lawson's, and I joked with him too about the Sip, because it used to be like, do you carry Sip? You got the Sip, and now Sip is everywhere.
But they changed also who made it.
It was always, little known fact, that beer's since day one been made at 2 Rows in Stratford.
Yeah, that wasn't
really
100%. It's never brewed.
It was never
in
brewed
Vermont.
from them.
Yeah, that was funny. A beer they created. They had a couple Double Sunshine and a few other beer.
Triple.
That stuff was made up in Warren, Vermont.
Feasted Maple, Waitsfield, Vermont.
Yep. Yes. Warren or Waitsfield? Well, but they're originally in Warren.
It's right on the line near Sugarbush.
It's up there. It's north, and it was like in a barn. And then now they have a real facility, I believe. I'm not sure what the setup is there. I haven't been to the brewery, but actually, just so you know, that beer is on sale right now at Maximum Beverage. Sip of Sunshine for $12.99.
$12.99. I saw it pulling in.
$18 or something.
Good price.
It's crazy.
Good price. Can they call and order it at 860-761-2541?
Just come in, but or MaximumBev.com.
Do you get the I'm hearing Uber deliveries beeping? You guys do that?
Yeah, we do.
DoorDash?
You know what? It's funny is we do DoorDash, and you can do it right on our website. You can order, and we'll actually subcontract to DoorDash and Uber to get it delivered to you within an hour. But one of the things is it's crazy. You got to be 21 and they ID you, so kids don't get any smart ideas.
I hope my wife doesn't hear this because she's gonna start Ubering.
Yeah, for me, I'll order on Amazon, but I'm not a person that's gonna go out, like gonna go online and order this type. I like to see and touch and shop. I agree. Especially the grocery store. Like I can't get my head around like ordering produce and stuff online.
No way, never.
I don't know how people do that. Want some tequila?
What's the difference between dark tequila and light tequila?
All right, so this isn't tequila. I mean, it's the same thing. But this is same thing in the sense that it's made from the agave plant, but this is mezcal.
Oh, so it's smoky. Has that smoky feel?
Yeah, you got
taste?
it. Yeah,
Smoke.
you know mezcal?
I don't know if I like it, but I have had it.
It's I enjoy it.
It's
so
like
at Trevor, we used to do a drink called Smoke and Fire.
It's like liquid
mezcal, and people love
liquid
it.
ashtray.
All right, exactly. Yeah, I don't like it. So there's types of scotches I don't love because they're too smoky. But
Lafroig.
Lafroig is the smokiest. So,
Well, while we're pouring, I want to thank my guy Matt Heller,
Maddie.
board director with the mostest.
First time on the pod. It took you 109 episodes to get me on here.
But also, you gave a wonderful intro on number 100.
That's fair.
So thank you again for number 100. He'll be a guest coming up soon. Cheers.
Yeah, so this is
this one's to Matt Heller. Matt Heller.
Cheers, man. I would say that this is on the less smoky side of mezcal. So mezcal, different region, different type of agave, and they smoke the agave.
The leaf, or no?
Yeah,
agave.
it's a agave is like a. It's like, think of it, like an aloe plant.
Yes.
It looks kind of like that. It's got those big spines. They cut it off, and they call it a piña is the center, the heart of it, and that's what they use. They cut it up. It's like, they're like this big.
Looks like this guy right here.
I don't think I have it
Right
on
there.
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
And how do I say that word?
Which one? Oaxaca. Oaxaca is a region. So there's like
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
So
sorry.
Drink Mechanics, your boy has a drink.
It's called So
what is it called?
It's the
Christopher
Oaxacan. Christopher Oaxacan. Yes.
Oh.
And I jacked it up when I saw him. I was like, "What is that?" I said, "Christopher Oaxaca," and the guy goes, "What?"
Dude, Aaron, when I worked with him at Cooking the Bear, and he had this drink. It was like I can't remember what it was called, but it had avocado in it, and it was
Ooh,
so good.
I
People
love
would
avocado.
go nuts for it. Like, anytime people come in, avocado, done. Bravocado, I think he called it.
Drink with cocktail with avocado. Really?
It was good.
No,
Yeah.
The
Frida
Bravocado
makes a avocado margarita.
No, I'm telling you,
That's good. Is it blended in
I
there?
liked it. Yeah.
Aaron, you got to
I
do the
think-
Bravocado canned if you hear this.
Aaron.
Can the Bravocado.
Aaron's gonna be a guest soon.
I wonder how you create the shelf life with pasteurization with avocado. That's the thing, right?
Oh, the thing is, they make it fresh, like a
No, I
bartender.
get that, yeah,
but
I'm
you
thinking
can't
for a
bottle
can.
it.
I'm thinking
Canning.
can.
Yeah, but how do you do that with any other, like with strawberries or?
That's great. I don't know.
Dude,
But-
avocado, as soon as you cut it, it starts to brown.
Not if you add citrus or acid to it,
Yeah.
though.
Little
Correct.
squirt of
Correct. A
lemon.
little lime on there. Lime or
Lemon.
lemon. Yeah, yeah. So so there's like 7 or 8 states in Mexico where mezcal can be made. They smoke and it's different varietals there's all different varietals of agave plants. So your tequila is Blue Weber agave. That's what they use, and typically you'll see like 100% blue agave on there. Like right there. You'll be able to,
Okay.
So, there's all different varietals they'll make mezcals from. So, that's the one thing. There's a little more freedom in there what they can do. It's a larger area. So mezcal, but also mezcal ends up being typically, because of the process of the smoking and the whole thing, more expensive than a lot of the Blanco tequilas you see out there.
All right, let's try it. Smoky.
And this one's not that smoky.
Smoke dog.
Oh, that's not that smoky, no. I have a bottle of, I think it's like Siete Mujeres or something like that, and it's super smoky. This is good.
Yeah, this is with in a margarita. I like mezcal margaritas. Like, so that's what I'll
So
drink.
do you want to know what I'm thinking with this, as crazy as it is? I would get like brisket fat from barbecue and sous vide it in this, and then separate the fat out and make like an old fashioned with this.
Oh, that's intense. That's a lot of process.
That's what I would do.
With beef fat?
Telling you right now.
Well, make it.
Do
I'm
not
coming
sleep
over.
on it.
You're gonna have to. There's a lot of straining involved there.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Or you just freeze it.
You could do that. Oh, that's smart. That's what they do in distillation is they'll drop the temperature and all the particulates will fall down to the
separate.
bottom, and they separate out the. That's how a lot
You don't
of
get
cold
like
distillation.
that, like
Interesting.
Like there's like that, I think this is good.
This
If
is
you don't
ver-
like
by the
smoky,
way,
it's hard, but I
we
think
have
this
a
is good.
we have a lot of this in the store, and we'll be pouring this definitely at the event. This thing's only like $5.
It's not bad.
We bought this. We got
We're
this
drinking
stuff.
the best.
We got this stuff. No, it was I don't want to call it a closeout, but we bought a lot of it, and we're like, wow, this is pretty tasty for what it is.
Yeah.
So, this is a 200 ml bottle. So let's what's that? 3.5 times would be the size of a regular bottle, like a 750. So
not
if you
getting one for
extrapolate the math,
17
quick
bucks?
math, $20 for a mezcal, you're not finding it.
No.
You will not find it. You will not find one that's any decent. Like this one's pretty good. You won't find one for under $30.
Now this one's what, 40% EBV? Does it have to be a certain
It's got
EBV to be
yes.
considered
So
tequila?
they're like, I
35?
think the number is like 30. Yeah, it could be 35 or 36, all the way up to like 50 something, 55. I don't know.
Have you ever
Someone's
seen a
gonna Google
50
this right now.
mezcal?
33, 36 to 55 or something. Have I ever seen that? I've seen
I don't
pretty
think-
high proofs, but it's really hard to get higher than that because you'll have to do something to it. Typically, it'll be like an aged one that's been in. You get a lot of evaporation from a barrel. That's typically the ones
Put
that
it
you see
high
higher
up
proof.
in the house somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they. And this is I should know this, but how they age, if they're aging these in just a typical warehouse, or if they're using a rick house like they do in Kentucky with bourbon, where it's out in the sun and it's 120 degrees in there, and the stuff is like in and out of the wood.
That's.
Cool nights, hot days.
I didn't realize until I really got into bourbon that the high proof stuff is what people if you're really into it, they go for that to see what you really have when you're making something. 'Cause,
Yeah, I mean it's the purest form, right?
You can't hide behind
Yep.
anything, and
I
it's.
still don't get how people can have 10 different tasting notes off of one smell. It's a little bit of orange peel, but then
So-
I'm getting a little bit of molasses.
So once you get
crazy.
over
He's good like that.
114, in my opinion, I can you taste it? Yes, but I need like a drop of water or a cube in there to
So
like.
I've heard
really,
about that,
'cause,
like a drop of water. What does that do? Does that like ignite something?
It
bring
opens
out the
the
flavors?
it opens the surface. It breaks the surface tension on the and then and it creates, it's like kind of like swirling your wine. It does that same effect where it opens it up and it releases flavors, and I don't know if it's something to do with oils or it's a good way to make it pop, you know. And sometimes look at cocktails, they'll add like a little salt or salt water or something to a cocktail to make it pop. That's kind of what it does in the pure.
That was good. I'm gonna buy a bottle of that when I leave.
What's that? This?
Both of these, to be honest.
Yeah.
Those are good. I'm not like.
This would be real good in a margarita, and also this little bottle you get like 2.5, 3 drinks out of this little thing for $5. That's a lot. That's a lot of drinks for $5.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you cut a promo? Look at the camera. Cut a promo. We're gonna chop it up for our Instagram page about our tequila event.
What do you want me to say?
Where, when, how? Look right at the camera.
June 22nd, come to Talcott Mountain Collective. Maximum Beverage and the Talcott Mountain Collective are putting on the Tequila Fest Connecticut. It's on June 22nd. It's the first ever. 200 plus tequilas, live music, oysters, food trucks. Did I say live music? Also, we'll have mariachi there. That's going to be a good vibe. Also, VIP and complimentary tasting glass. So if you've been to the Whiskey Festival in years past, maybe you got one of these, which is cool. Little take-home glass, and all for $69. And then we have group tickets, anywhere between 4, plus tickets, all on the website tequilafestct.com. It's gonna be a great event, and we're gonna, enjoy ourselves. Tequila.
Looking good. Looking forward to partnering. Thank you so much.
Yep. Feeney will be there.
Feeney. Can we get the logo on the other side?
Oh my goodness!
Are these already made? Am I asking too much?
These might be older
no,
glasses.
For the tequila one.
I know. I don't know who's doing the glasses for that. I'm not in charge.
I got a guy.
I have. Well, hey, listen. Sometimes these get donated too.
Okay.
Right.
Point.
And that's how we can donate to Friends of
Good
Feeney.
point. Good point.
Because putting these events on, it's fairly expensive to do.
So is this
definitely an
considered a
investment.
Glencairn, or does it have to?
No. This is literally a
stemless
wine glass, but it's perfect for tasting different things. We've done not a Glencairn, but we've done like a single malt whiskey glass at one point. It's just like a little too this is perfect. This is more durable. People drop them, and you can drink a lot of different things out of there.
It was funny at the Whiskey Fest. Your dad looked at me. He was like, "Feeney, your nonprofit's the only thing making money here." I was like, "Thank you, sir.
That's
I
the
appreciate
point.
that. It truly means the world that we can connect and collaborate. Your partnership means, we're all about working with people in the community. We go way back. I was Julia's second grade teacher. She goes to middle school next year.
Was it second grade?
Second grade.
Wow.
Had to be second
It
grade.
was second grade, not third grade. Nope.
Possibly third grade, but most
No,
likely
no.
second grade.
She had
during COVID, right? Did she have Clayton or O'Neill?
No, she didn't have COVID. Was not you.
Oh, so maybe it was third grade then.
What are you now?
Third grade.
I think it was second grade. You moved to
think it was-
third grade,
yeah.
and then she. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking who's first grade. Wasn't COVID? What year was COVID?
2020, I think.
2020. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, 2020 was when it started.
I'm starting to lose track. It's 3 of them I didn't keep track of. What the years were.
So how we doing? Any closing remarks? We're going to play a quick little game. Test your knowledge, because I'm going to host the trivia show. Closing remarks, Omar.
Thank you for having me. I was not knowing what to expect, and he had to coax me here by saying we were drinking tequila. But no, all jokes aside, I appreciate, that you've allowed me to help. I know that, the first year it was definitely a little nerve-wracking for all of us, and I'm glad that we are where we are now, and I hope we just keep it going.
What year's the golf tournament?
Third year.
Wow.
To the moon. We're gonna play Pebble Beach, year 4 or
Here,
5.
let me ask you a
We're
question.
gonna get it. Hartford Golf Club. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's good. Anyone give you shit about the first annual? Oh yeah. Oh, it's the
dramatically.
inaugural.
It can't be annual if
That's
it was
on
the
me.
first
Actually,
one.
Yeah.
I'll say I designed those shirts.
No,
and
I think that's the
on
way
me.
to do it because it's predicting in the future. This is
There
this
will
is
be
gonna
another
be.
one.
That locked
Yes.
us in. We could not have a second
No,
one
it
if
was
we did the
done.
first
I agree.
annual.
People, we've done that before in
we are,
events.
yours
First annual, and they're like, "Oh, it's not the first annual." I'm like, "Okay, all right, thank you, hall monitors."
Always. All right, so we're gonna play a game. It's gonna be Matt versus Omar. Then we're gonna close out. Thank you, Stefania. Thank you, Dave from Direct Line Media. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you so much to Maximum Beverage. We're here on Bishop's Corner. Come check us out. They got $12.99 sips. They got the High Nooners.
$5 mezcals.
They got the mezcals for $5, and they are partnering and sponsoring our golf tournament again, and they are collaborating with us for this wonderful tequila. Let me cut my promo now. June 22nd, 4 to 7, mariachi band. That's huge.
Is it 4 to 7? Yeah. All right.
4 to 7. Okay.
Mariachi. Yeah, it's gonna
Mariachi.
be fun. Good. Redo that.
General admission $69. Nice. Designated driver $25. VIP $149.
Now, what does the designated driver get?
They'll get some snacks and some other beverages, non-alcoholic stuff, and we'll keep them moderately entertained. I don't listen. You bring your designated driver, they can bring in some stuff if they need food or whatever. But we want people to be safe, so
It's a good call.
yeah. Some
I like
oysters,
that they
by
do
the way.
that.
Ooh,
Oysters. Who are the oysters from?
Well,
Or
so
do you
there's
got a
like
guy?
5 or 6 farms in Connecticut and Rhode Island that we're going to be using. And so specifically, I'm not the oyster guy,
What's
but
that,
my
Blue
oyster guy
Point?
would know.
Is Blue Point in Rhode Island?
Yeah, no, it's like no, Blue Point's like New York.
New York. Oh.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, so this is like Stonington,
Ooh,
Charlestown, Stonington, Connecticut, Charlestown, Rhode Island, a couple other spots. But again, I do other stuff. I don't handle the oysters. I was like, I don't want to deal with the oysters.
Do you prefer a large oyster or a small?
I like
small ones.
All
Hot
day.
sauce.
Yes. I like
Yeah.
the mignonette if it actually comes with it.
Little vinegar action.
Yeah.
With the
chopped up onions.
Chopped up onions. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Now you're talking.
Yep.
TJ's still running, right? Is TJ doing? Is it TJ that's doing Talcott Mountain? Who's the manager?
Abner?
Abner.
He's-
I worked with
yeah,
him at
yep.
Hartford Golf Club
Yep.
too.
All right. So we're gonna play a quick little game. Omar already has a point earlier for mentioning something. I forgot what. We're gonna close out. I think their
Diageo.
sponsor, Diageo. He earned a point for Diageo. We're gonna go back and forth, people. Are you ready for famous catchphrases? And then we'll do some movie
Are
taglines.
you hiding that from me?
I saw you peek.
I can't. I can't read that
Who-
writing. Upside down.
Who says "How you doing"?
Friends, Joey.
Yeah.
All right, that's
I
Omar.
was gonna say Joey Fatone. I'm like, that's not the right Joey.
Right now.
Age. Who says "Dynamite"?
I know my. Oh my
No idea.
God. Hold on.
It's old school, way before you.
Good times.
Yo, okay. JJ Walker. Did I do that?
Urkel.
Urkel.
Matt.
Family Matters.
We'll do Matt H and Matt Dub. The plane.
The guy from Doctor No, the little
Nope.
man. Little man, isn't it Doctor No?
No.
It's James Bond.
Oh, he may have been in that movie, but not that different.
The little guy. The plane. So the
Fantasy
plane.
Island.
It's Fantasy Island, but he
Tattoo. But he was. I think he was in the James Bond movie.
He was definitely in James Bond. Oh, okay, it's Fantasy Island. All right.
Who goes dope?
Homer.
Oh, damn.
You rang.
You rang. Beans.
currently-
Munson.
Ooh, you're on.
Herman.
Keep going. The other one.
The uncle.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Fester. Uncle Fester.
Yeah, that show. What's that show called?
Yeah,
They're
it's
kooky
Adam's
and
Family.
they're yeah, okay,
Yeah.
we're giving you a lot of hints, but it's 4-4 to 0.
Who was the character?
Lurch.
Lurch. That's right. Okay. He was a
Well,
butler?
isn't that special?
Oh, I don't know.
That's SNL, church lady. I didn't get that one either.
Okay. Well, you got to do a real high pitch.
Oh, I should have. Well,
Dan-
isn't that
Is that Dana Carvey?
Well
All right,
done.
all
All right,
right.
we give him a point.
All right, there we go.
We're very charitable here.
Home court advantage.
You just got to
Nanu
donate a
Nanu.
check.
Nanu.
Mork and Mindy.
Ooh.
Never heard of these things.
Marsha.
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch. Oh.
Hello, Newman.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Matt Whitney.
But don't we also have to say who? It was Costanza.
True. You can get
Newman. Oh, it was.
Costanza.
No, it wasn't. It was Jerry.
It's actually Jerry.
Jerry? Oh, yeah, you're right.
You got it, dude.
Family. No. Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen.
Yeah.
The show.
Michelle.
What's that show? What's
It was
that show?
Michelle.
It was
It's
Michelle.
Michelle from.
What? Dude, I said it first.
Okay, we'll give you that.
What's that show?
Do you ever happen with the
Not Family Matters. That
newspapers, TV?
I don't know,
That's
my kids
Family
watch
Matters.
the show.
House?
Full House.
Full
There
House.
it is.
Matt
Oh
Heller
my
on the board.
God.
What you talking about, Willis?
Silver Spoons or no?
No.
Not. It's
Same. He was on right after that.
What the
I
heck's
think.
his name?
What you talking about, Willis? It's Gary Coleman.
Yep.
But it's not Gary Coleman. It's his brother.
His character.
Willis is the character. Oh, yeah, it's Gary Coleman.
Yeah, but what's his name in the show?
Oh man, I don't know.
Arnold.
Arnold? Is his
Different
name?
Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Oh, yes.
It was not Silver Spoons, but that was like the same era.
Yeah, it was like I think that came on at 8, and the other one was on at
This is
8:30.
like- I think I was 4 when the show was out.
I didn't watch
All right,
Different
well, Matt
Strokes.
Whitney with 8, Omar with 5, and Matt Heller with 1.
Oof.
It was a wonderful podcast here at Maximum Beverage. Be sure to check out the Tequila Fest. We have some wonderful events. Go back and check them out. Thank you to my friend Omar for helping, again, the co-president of the 3rd annual Friends of Feeney Golf Tournament, which is happening at Tunxus on September 14th. Thank you again to all of our podcast guests. Brooke Golf, we're going to try to get her out golfing.
Yes. Mike
Keating-
Tyson. Bring Tyson.
Keating Agency Insurance, People's Bank, Luna Pizza, Parkville Market, and West Hartford Lock. And thank you to
was
Stefania.
Keating at the golf tournament?
Yeah.
I didn't see him last year.
Maybe not last year, the first year.
I
Oh,
remember
are you going
his
to set up
name
the
from-
whiskey hole again? Meant to ask you.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, whiskey hole.
Popular hole.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, huge hole.
I mean, I have no interest when I'm going through them. Like, I don't want to do this. It's like,
Well, what happened last
like
year?
that-
Didn't
I just-
we lose the
I
sign?
put
We were
another
driving
ball in the
around
water.
in the morning, and like the sign fell off the back, and somebody brought it like.
And then we
3
lost
months
the,
later. We lost the.
Oh, you
thing.
lost all my shit.
last
The
year.
easel.
yeah.
Broke the easel, lost the
We
sign.
didn't lose the whiskey.
That's all right.
That's all that matters.
As long as someone drank it.
Again, Friends of Feeney Golf Tournament. Thank you, Amazon. Cricket's going to make the signs. Be a good friend. We played games. We drank tequila. We had a wonderful time. This was episode 109. On 3, we'll say be a good friend. 1, 2, 3.
Be a good friend.
friend.